what I want to do in this video, I want to load file, it can be image file, and some text, maybe the name of some description of the file, to the server, and this is what I want to do. I need to use axios inside a function called load to server, and if you remember, I have there also a button and two inputs, so I want to start with this. Let's remove this, remove everything from here, and also I don't need this, and I don't need this, okay? And also currently I don't need this. First we'll add heading, load image file and text to server. I can load any file, but I'm going to load image file because later I want to show you this image file on the browser. Now I will have here some text input, let's add here type text. It's not must, but we will add it anyway, so we will see the difference. And now I want to add here input type equal file and a button load. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, let's use minimal styling, add BR, also here. Okay, so this is some input, text input, and here I can choose the file. I can choose something like this. Okay, so I can choose any file, but I will choose image file because later I want to show you how I'm able to view it on the client side. And this input and this file is going to be sent to the server, so I want to save it inside state, because I can use the state and check maybe the input is empty or the file is missing. I'm not going to do it because I'm not handling validation, but it is easier when this info is inside the state to handle validation later. Okay, so I have some text. This will represent the input text, and this will represent the file. Okay. Now we need to enter this while we are typing the input, so it is very common to use on change. EVT arrow function, and now we need to put it inside the state. So this dot set state, and some text, and inside it EVT dot target dot value. Okay, this is the input. I need also to handle the file, so on change EVT arrow function, this dot set state, file evt dot target, but instead of value we need to use files like this, and we will see very shortly that it is okay. Let's simply check it here on click. And what I want to do is I want to use this name, load to server. Okay, so let's put here load to server. This dot load to server. Okay, see, it is changing here. And changing here, so looks like it is working okay. Okay, so we have the state, and now we want to send the state. We want to send all this information to Express. So let's get back to our schema. Okay, we need to use axios post. Okay, so axios dot post, and we need to provide it the URL, and the URL is /API. And we have then res, and we have catch. Okay. First, what we need to do is when we are getting correct status or success status from post, it is 201. So we need to check if res dot status equal 201, then we have our information, log success, else error status code, and let's put it here. We will handle this success later, but currently it is okay. And we need to close it here. And here we can simply console log error. Okay, this is the post. Load to server, post /API, res. If res is 201 success, we will handle this later, and if we got other status code, then we write it to the console. But here we need to send the information, and when we are using this content type, we need to use something that is called FormData. FormData, okay. This is an interface that provides a way to easily construct a set of key value pairs representing form. So I'm not using a form element, but I can use this interface Okay, so let's create an object and create it like this. This is the object. And we will also have something that is called config. And this config is an object with headers. This is HTTP headers, content type. And here we need to, maybe we can even copy it from here, like so. Okay, just put here string and put here string. And we need to send this information by axios. And first we put FormData, and then we put this config. Okay, but FormData is empty, so we need to add information inside it, and we do it like this: FormData dot append, and we simply need to add key and value. And the key that I'm using is like this. This is the key for the file. You can choose anything you like, but this is what I have chosen. And here the value is this dot state dot file. Okay, this is one. And now form append, and I'm using this key. And here this dot state dot some text. Okay, let's look at it again. We have here the state, some text, and file. We have here FormData because this is the only way using form, as far as I know, to open a file in the browser. I don't want to use form element, so I'm using this FormData. I'm appending, yes, some file and some text. This is okay. This is the header, and this is the axios. We will need to handle handle this later, because we got the new name from the server, so we will use it here. And okay, this is the client side. Now I need to go over the server side, and I can remove this because this is used for JSON inside the body, but I'm not using JSON. I'm using here multipart FormData, so I can remove it. It will not help me in this application. And I'm not using app.get. I'm using app.post. And currently I will add simply send status of 201, but the problem here is that I need to process the information that I got. Okay, so I'm sending here a FormData, and I need to process it here on the server. And what I can use is something that is called multer. Okay, so let's do search on multer npm. Okay, it's quite popular. This is more than 1,000,000 500,000 weekly downloads. And multer is a node middleware for handling multi-part form data. This is exactly what we need. Okay. We need to use it like this. Okay, so I can copy this. Okay, so this is 1 and this is 2, and the destination, this is where I want to store my data, and this is what I have chosen. Okay, this is what I have chosen. Okay, so it will store it on the server on /upload. Let's just call this const upload directory, so it will be more meaningful for us, and use it here. Okay, and this is good, but nothing is done with this upload. So let's again look on the documentation, and you can see if you are using multipart form without files, then you can use upload.none. But if you have one file, okay, one file inside your input, then you need to use it like this. Okay, so I'm using it like this. And here you need to use the key that you have on the form. So on the form I'm using some file. Okay, this is some file. I'm using it here, and I will use it also here. Okay, let's just see when we are logging request dot body. Let's see what we get. Okay, so again we have multer, because multer handle multipart, how do you say it, multipart form data, and we need to tell what multer is going to do. He is going to save the file under this /upload. It will change its name. Okay, we see it here. Upload single and new file name. It is saved here. This is what we are doing now. Okay, this was the client, this is the server. And let's see what we have in request.body. Okay, so we will go here to React. Form data is not defined. Form data. Okay, this is a mistake. Form data. Okay. Okay. Let's enter 1, 2, 3, and let's choose a file. Again, it can be any file. It can be maybe text file or anything else, but I'm here using image because later I want to view it. Okay, now load. We've got an error. Let's see what error we got. Multer was not defined. Okay, because I forgot to install it. Okay, so npm I multer, and let's run it. npm run dev. Okay, let's open browser. Let's open the network. And 1, 2, 3. Choose a file. lion, load, and we got 201. That's great. Okay, so this is success. But okay, and we also got some text. Okay, so we can change here request.body to .some text, and this will be the text information. But we did not see there the file, and to get the file, we need to access request.file. Okay, so let's see. Let's see it now. Okay, let's load again. 201. And you see the file name. You see the file that I got. File name is lion. Okay, exactly like you saw the lion. And the interesting stuff is that it changes its name and it put it on here on upload. Okay, so you can see the file. Okay, it's here on upload. Okay, A6 on the end. Okay, this is A6 on the end, and we can step inside the directory. Okay, server upload. Okay, and if I will add the extension, you can see it here. I don't need to do it. I can revert it back. But you see that I have here the image. What I want to do now, as I showed you before, I want to send back the body and the file. Okay, so I want to send back status and send an object body with request dot body and file with request dot file. Okay, now I can remove from here. Okay, now let's see what we get on the client. On the client side, I want to console log request dot data, and I'm expecting to see here the body and the file. Oh, res.data. Okay, so 4, 3, 2. Let's choose this one. Console load, and you see the body and the file. The body has some text, and the file, this is the file. And if I want to show the file name, I need to access it like this. Okay, so let's go back here and dot file dot file name. Okay, no need for success. And let's see what we have. 666, choose. And this is the file name, C1, and we can see it also here. C1. Okay, one last step, I want to show this file name on the browser. Okay, so let's add here to the state new file name. And let's show it here. New file name, and let's put here this dot state dot new file name, and we need to set it here. Okay, so this dot set state new file name, and let's put it here, and we don't need this anymore. Okay, so this is the new file name, and I want to see it. Okay, so let's now remove all stuff from here. Okay, it's empty. Now let's load file. Load, and I get this. Okay, DC4, and let's see that I got this DC4 also here. Yes. Okay, so let's get back to the sequence diagram. We have handled this. We have handled this part, and it is working. We have a function called load to server. We use post/API, FormData, and this is the keys and content type. And on Express, we are using multer because multer can handle this content type. And we are using upload.single because we are using single file with some file. Some file is the key that we have used here. And we are, and multer will save the information on the server on the root on directory upload with the new file name. And we are sending back the body and the file, and the client can show the new file name. This is what we are doing. Let's do it once more. Let's add now. Let's add this readme maybe. Okay, let's just to show that it is working. And let's load it. Okay, and let's see the readme inside. Yes. Oh, yes. This is the readme. Okay, this is the image file. Okay, thank you.